Hey guys, welcome back to That Liminal Period. It's your girl, Chun-Li Shoddy. In today's video, I want to have a conversation around compatibility since I've been coming across so many clips of high-value men and women just not finding a match on these dating shows. In today's video, I have a clip from the show Pop the Balloon where Dr. Elim unfortunately did not find a match, and I think he is a great example for today's conversation. So without further ado, let's get into it.
He's back.
Ooh. All right. If we can have your name.
That was so fast. I was not expecting that.
What's your name, sir?
Hi, my name is Dr. Elim.
And Dr.
Y'all know
Elim,
who I am?
How old are you?
That's not fair.
Dr. Elim, how old are you?
I'm 39.
Okay, all right. Now, we do see you pointed out Dr. Elim. What kind of doctor are you? What do you do?
Yeah, I'm a dentist, so actually, please forgive me for my attire. I had an emergency earlier and I had to rush here, so I didn't have time to change. She's not even looking at my face. Okay, so I am a traveling dentist. I travel up and down the West Coast pulling teeth and placing implants for those who need it.
Okay, all right. Now, what do you look for in a woman?
What I look for in a woman is pretty universal. And I'm not sure if it's been explained this way, but I'm going to try. There's 3 things that every man wants. And if you do these 3 things, you can procure any man that you want. And this isn't my information that I just came up with. This is actually research-based. And the first thing is being useful. How can you be useful to the person in your life? Why is that important? Because when you are a useful asset to the man that you want to be, then there is no way that he's ever going to want to get rid of you. The second thing is you have to blow his mind in the bedroom. What does that mean? That means you take the wildest, nastiest thing that you've ever done, figure out the wildest, nastiest thing that he's ever done, and exceed that. Otherwise, he can just get it from somewhere else. Now, the third thing.
Before he gets into the third thing, I just want to pause because, again, I'm not a man, so I don't know what men desire. I just thought it was the friendly fit and feminine bit, but I mean, I knew there were other things like, you know, ambition and hygiene and good stuff, but how important is it that your wife be the nastiest in the bedroom?
And this thing is the most important thing. It doesn't matter if you do the first 2 things. If you don't do this last thing, then you won't be able to keep your man, and that is respect. Always respect your man. Now, if you have any confusion as to what respect is, say to yourself, would I say this to the person who is writing my checks? Would I say this to my boss? And if you wouldn't, don't say it to your man. So, I'm looking for those 3 things.
Okay. So, Dr. Elim, we did have you on episode 2 of Pop the Balloon or Find Love. And also in the Get to Know with you, we found out that, it didn't really work out too much with your match. What happened there?
Well, we decided that we wanted different things in life. We had a great conversation. We went to dinner. I thought that she was first class. But ultimately, we decided to just be friends and just support each other along our journeys.
Okay, sounds good. So we did get a couple of pop balloons here. Let's go over to some of these ladies and see what's going on.
Please, let's.
All right, let's start here. If we can have your name and age and why you ended up popping.
My name is Brenda. I'm 36.
Okay.
The reason why I popped, very good looking man. Well put together. You're in the dentistry world. That's amazing. I'm sure your love language is acts of service, since you are in the dentistry world. But the way you answered that question...
Actually, my love language is physical touch.
Oh.
I could have guessed that by his number 2 requirement. And I don't disagree with the things that he listed. I'm just pointing it out, okay? Because he said the things that women should be is show the highest respect for her man, be an asset, and sexy sex.
And quality time.
Oh, yeah, that.
And words of affirmation.
I see that you like to interrupt.
I
think
apologize.
it's best that I did pop that balloon. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Now, is Brenda someone that's your type?
I actually don't know enough about her to make a valid decision on that, but I love the dress. You have a gorgeous smile. I love what you've done with your makeup and your hair. You're awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Let's go over here. If we can have your name and age.
Nice interaction.
I'm
guys.
Jador. I'm 31.
All right. And Jador, why did you end up popping your balloon?
Dr. Elim, it's such a tragedy because you are so handsome. I feel like you are extremely arrogant, and I feel like you're probably going to have a hard time because you seem like the type, like a know-it-all type of guy. And sometimes you have to be careful with that because even when you know it all, you don't know everything. So being humble sometimes can be your best friend, even if you do know it all, even if you're very smart, very wise, but just having a humble attitude, you know what I mean? You would probably go a lot further. And I say that with all the respect in the world.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Who's your dentist?
Who is my dentist? Not you, sweetheart. And I'm just going to leave it right there.
Oh, I know. I'm not your dentist.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's
go to our next person here. Your name, age, and why you ended up popping.
So my name is Brittany. I'm 31, and like she said, you look really good. I like that you're a dentist, but you are given arrogant, and it's given toxic too. Like it's given to you want to debate all the time. It's like gonna give me a headache. And if you if you do know it all, just a little bit better to be humble. So that's it. But you look good, you're handsome, but it's given toxic, and I don't want that.
Men hate that word. Well, most people hate
And
that
it's
word.
also given like this is a joke to you. Like you just want to come on here just to say stuff to get a viral moment. I'm not feeling that.
Dr. Elim?
Yeah, I don't even really know what to say with that. I appreciate your perspective. I think that your feelings are valid. And if you are looking for a nuclear relationship, I probably am a red flag for you. So you're probably right on that.
Well, I love your honesty. Thank you.
All right. If we can have your name and age and why you ended up popping.
Hi, I'm Nova. I'm 30. Yeah, it was just the arrogance for me. I love a man that's very confident. I'm gonna toot your horn every chance I get. But I think you toot your own horn, so I don't think I would be able to accommodate that every day. Like you're tooting, and then I'm trying to uplift, and it would just be a roller coaster ride, all the time. I feel like we would constantly be up here, and I like my space, and I like quiet. I feel like every day would be something, not negative, but just the energy would just be very high for me.
It sounds like self-love is something that's challenging for you.
Self-love? Oh, no, baby, I'm sorry.
Because if you loved yourself, then you wouldn't have any problem loving me.
Oh, I love myself a lot, and I want to be able to love someone as much as I love myself, but I feel like you love yourself so much that there wouldn't be any room for me to love you.
That sounded good, but it also didn't make very much sense.
That's
because
fine.
love isn't a container. Love is
It's not a
something that you
container.
are. So I
Yeah.
love myself. I've worked on myself, and I understand the tools that it takes to practice self-love.
Okay.
And so space and time isn't really an objective field that you need to use as a barometer to see if it's possible, if we can love each other. It's either you love yourself and you can share that, or you're uncomfortable with it. And so I feel that you're also uncomfortable with me loving myself as much as I do.
No.
And it's
I'm
coming off
definitely
as
not uncomfortable.
arrogance.
Oh, I'm arrogant?
No, I said it's coming off as
Oh,
arrogance.
you're coming off. Yeah, you do.
So my confidence is triggering you because
No,
it's
no.
reminding you.
I love confidence. I melt in it.
It's not about you not having self-love. It's about you not appreciating the self-love in other people. And that is a direct reflection of how you see yourself. The term is called projection. When you see me shining, it reminds you that you're not shining enough.
Oh, so when I said that I melt in confidence, that kind of went over your head?
Melting in confidence isn't...
Self-love, confidence, all that in my man is very important to me because I don't want to date a man that does not love himself because then he won't love me as much the level of love will be different.
Look, I'm really trying to follow you.
I know,
All right.
I know, but it's okay.
But your ego won't allow you to take responsibility for your lack. And
My
that's
lack,
okay.
But I don't lack anything, babe.
I done popped y'all's balloon before you even got to know Dr. Elim. What a shame. What a shame.
Is it though? I don't. Yeah. You'll find your
You said you
people.
watched the show before you got here, which means you have a preconceived indoctrination of who you think I am. So you popped your balloon before you even got to know me based on what
Can I
you've
ask a
already
question?
seen, please.
Why do you want to argue with me?
I'm not arguing with you. I'm using an inflection that is emphasizing my point. You thinking that I'm arguing is a direct trigger that you can't handle what I'm saying to you.
Okay, love bug.
Yeah.
I've been here, done that. Yeah,
Okay,
thank
yeah,
you.
let's
Go
do
ahead.
it. Let's see what's next.
All right, if we can have your name and age and why you ended up popping.
My name is Tatiana. Okay, respectfully, where do I begin, my guy? You got a lot of dip on your chip, and I feel like the way that you coming at everybody else with like, oh, who's your dentist and everything, you finna ask me who my dentist is. And I'm not with that just yet. I'm not ready for
I
that.
know it's triggering.
Also, let me finish real quick, respectfully. I'm
Please,
sorry,
please,
you know,
please.
because you interrupt everybody else. Let me speak real quick. I just personally feel like you're not used to a, like, and I'm not trying to say like, oh, I'm alpha male, like, you know, whatever. Like, you're not used to a dominant woman. I feel like you are, like, it's easy kind of coming to you to belittle women a little bit. I understand where you're coming from with everything that you do, and I saw the last episode, but, like, you do come off as arrogant. Confidence is cool, but, like, know the difference a little bit. What you gonna say about my tooth, bro?
Why would I want a dominant woman when
Next.
I'm the dominant one?
Go ahead. There can't be, you know.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead. What's
Do
up?
you think you're the prize?
I know I'm the prize.
You're the prize to the men you don't want.
Okay.
When you get a man that you actually want, please believe me, we're the prize.
Okay. Next.
Okay.
I know I haven't been chiming in as much, but I really wanted you guys to just see the interaction between him and the women, because 3 out of the 5 women so far have said that his energy or the way that he's coming off, his confidence, is being interpreted as arrogance. I'm not sure what your guys' perspectives are, but like I said, this video was to talk about compatibility, because not everybody is going to be everyone else's cup of tea, even if you are a high value man, or even if you are a high value woman or a friendly, fit, feminine woman. I didn't watch this entire episode, so I don't know, you know, how many of them have children already or whatever, but off rip, they already popped his balloon, so it really doesn't matter what they had to offer, okay?
Your name and age and why you ended up popping.
My name is Unique. I'm 31. And I popped, not that I disagree with how he is. I love I love how he is.
Say it with your
you know,
chest, girl. Say it with
because
your chest.
he has confidence. It's nothing wrong with how he is. It's not what I want at the moment. Because I dealt with his kind before, in a way. Not exactly, because, you know, everybody's different. But I dealt with his kind before, and there's nothing wrong with how he is.
Okay.
I feel like right now this is not the right platform for him as far as in what he's looking for, or maybe he's still trying to figure out what it is you want. I don't know. But
Oh, I know what I
maybe you
want.
do know what you want.
I know what I want.
But obviously it's multiple things that he wants that he hasn't found and received in one woman. You know, I heard.
I agree with you. I agree
Okay,
with
there's
you.
nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with how you think,
Exactly.
the confidence, all that. There's nothing wrong with it. You just have to find a woman that's willing to accept those things without her feeling like her light is getting dimmed, if that makes sense.
Not every woman is open for a polyamorous relationship. That's that.
So
That's all. That's all.
I have to find a woman who is strong enough to know that her light can't be dimmed.
Yeah, that.
No. I mean, like, that might be a fair statement, but again, if we're talking about being in a non-monogamous relationship, because earlier in the video he mentioned that if a woman is looking for a nuclear monogamous relationship, then he is a red flag, because he doesn't want just one woman. So that's what I'm trying to say. It's like every woman has a choice and every man has a choice to decide if they want to be in a polygamous relationship, be in an open relationship, or whatever. Okay, I'm not here to set the standards and set the boundaries for what people should do with their lives. But like she said, this might just not be the best platform for you.
That he hasn't found and received in one woman. You know, I heard.
I agree with you. I agree with
there's
you.
nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with how you think, the confidence, all that. There's nothing wrong with it. You just have to find a woman that's willing to accept those things without her feeling like her light is getting dimmed, if that makes sense.
Speaking
So
of
I have to find a woman who is strong enough to know that her light can't be dimmed.
Yeah, that.
Hit me with your best shot. Tell me your name again.
Unique.
Unique. That is so special.
Thank you. Yeah, as far as the masculinity, like I said, it's not a gender. I feel like it's just, you know.
So being dominant and being, what was the word that she used?
alpha.
What was the word that you used? I forgot. Masculine.
Mm-hmm.
That is something that is not gender specific, is what you're saying?
No, I don't feel it is. I feel like I'm very dominant and masculine when I need to be. But
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What do you want?
What do I want? Like out
You
of
already
a
popped the
partner?
Why am I here?
She already popped the balloon.
I want
It
my
don't
partner
matter.
to be able to live in his confidence, exactly like how you are, but at the same time know exactly specifically what he wants. Instead of, because like I said, you can feel one way right now, but in a couple of months you're not going to feel the same. Everybody changes, different levels. You know, if you get what I mean?
So by that line of reasoning, people are making lifelong decisions based off of 6 months, maybe a year. So is that fair to say, will you marry me based off of me knowing you for a year and a half,
Is
even
it
though you're
fair?
going to change?
Is it fair?
Right.
It's fair based on if that person agrees with, I mean,
Maybe not fair. Is it feasible?
I don't know the answer to that.
I do.
That's fine.
I do.
No, it's fine. It's all right. Let's go. All right, let's go back this way. Okay, so that is all the balloons popped. We weren't able to find you a match today, but let's go ahead and give it up for him, ladies. I'll take the mic. Thank you.
And so this YouTube is an opportunity for me to reach out to my community, to share my life and share who I am, and to get some feedback. I'm not ignorant to the idea that I may be a little bit condescending and a little bit of a know-it-all because I've been through all the school and I've done all the therapy and I've had a lot of experiences, but I'm going to share it with you. And as we go through this journey, hopefully you can learn a little bit about me. But let's start at the beginning. Let's start at Pop the Balloon. It's the beginning of the year, and I got someone sliding in my DMs wanting to know if I wanted to do a dating show. And I was like, yeah, you know, I'm single. I'm out there. Let's see what the city has to offer. It was a great time, you know. Yeah, there was a little bit of controversy, but I had a great time. Oh, I was not ready. I was not ready for the lion's den. That's the best way I can describe it. The best way I can describe it, because as soon as I walked out, pop, 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 everybody's popping their balloons. And I'm like, yo, I don't even know who these women are, but they definitely knew me. And so they asked me, you know, what does Dr. Elim want out of a relationship? What does he look for in a woman? And I proceeded to tell them, you know, I want 2 bisexual women who want to be in a relationship with me, want to travel the world, own a bunch of properties, not have any kids, and enjoy life. But before I could even get those words out, cut, the director said, with this heavy camera, walked over to me and said, you can't say that. And I said, what? Did I curse? Did I offend someone? Because apparently they didn't even show it in the episode at all. No one was able to actually hear what I wanted because what I wanted was not accepted. And yo, when I tell you, I was pissed. I walked off that, okay. When they first came to me and said that I can't say that, I thought they were actually kicking me off the show. What's the point of me being there if I'm going to be inauthentic, right? No, they wanted me to continue the show. They just didn't want me to say what I actually wanted. So if you're liking what you're hearing and you are gaining some benefit from what I'm saying, please hit the super like button down below. Go follow my TikTok and go follow my Instagram, because they actually have different versions of how I was feeling right after the show. Livid. My community, I'm telling you, I was livid because they basically suppressed my wants and they made it about them. I felt unseen, I felt used, I felt objectified. I'm done with Pop the Balloon.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video here. I mean, he's talking about him feeling objectified. And I'm not saying that he wasn't objectified. As you guys heard, many of the women did compliment him as far as the way he was presenting himself. So if that makes him feel like he was taken advantage of or objectified, then okay, then, and I'm sorry that he feels that way. But I don't know. I wanted to include this clip. He shared it on his YouTube channel, as you guys can hear. He's talking to his community. I'll link in the description box down below if you guys want to finish out this video. But I think that even if you're a high value man, you can want all the things that he is saying that he wants. Okay, he wants 2 bisexual women that want to travel the world with him and have no kids. That is not going to fulfill the life's purpose of most women. And so again, that's why I say it's going to boil down to compatibility. Am I saying it's wrong what he wants? No, not necessarily, because there's a lot of men that want these things, whether it's Dr. Elim and his 2 bisexual women, or Cam Newton and his 3 baby mamas, or Nick Cannon. I feel like there's a lot of people that are just in these non-traditional relationships. So that's why I feel like I'm just always on the fence, I guess, like as far as criticizing it, because I'm not a part of that. You know, like we don't have the same morals and values and belief systems. And as the lady expressed, like, you can be the way that you are. You can express it exactly how you are. It's just that whatever you're looking for, that's not what I want in this stage of my life. And that's, I feel like, a fair thing for her to want. And I don't think that any of the criticisms that the ladies shared with him would be at a level where I would describe the situation a lion's den. But again, I don't know how he receives information, because the way he's communicating it is not appealing to some of the women on the show, the last show. I don't know how it's working out online, but anyways, let me know your guys' thoughts and perspective in the comment section down below. I've enjoyed this conversation. Hope you guys did too, and I look forward to speaking with you guys next time. Bye.